Welcome to the Man Demon, everyone. Thank you for joining my channel on the video. Today we're gonna enjoy the really interesting short novel game Man Demon, which I found by accident on Steam, but I'm thinking that it's gonna be great because it looks really atmospheric, and if you love novel games with mysteries and horror atmosphere, you're probably gonna like this one. So let's not lose any more time and just start a new game. It's I tried to play that before, just 1 hour or so I kinda aware about the beginning of the game, but it's still a big mystery for me. What is going on about? I know there's a lot of secrets. There is even a decision-making system, but I know nothing else. But I think that it would be cool to share this experience with other people. So, the cold and ruthless water hit me, waking me up from a deeper slumber. And yes, they also have this Japanese voiceover, which is really cool, especially if you know Japanese. I don't, but hopefully one day. But thankfully we have English subtitles here, so not big of a problem. And it even better because it adds to the atmosphere, because, well, the whole game takes place in Japan. Hey, what time do you plan on sleeping in until? Wake up! Rubbing my eyes, I saw a man standing in front of me. The strong light coming through the huge window behind him made me feel extremely dizzy. His figure was obscured by the light shining through the window, making it difficult to see his features. Get up! He repeated it again, his tone filled with impatience. So that's us, main character. With no other choice, I struggled to prop up my own body. Surrounding me was a mysterious still space. The air was filled with an unbearable smell, a mixture of rust and the stench of something decaying. The wall is covered with chaotic symbols and strange markings, emitting a mysterious and ominous atmosphere. The scene before me is very confusing. What happened? Where am I? My head hurts. My heart started to beat anxiously, and a wave of dizziness hit me, as if an invisible barrier was blocking the emergence of my memory. The guy standing right in front of me had a smirking smirk on his face, and the bucket of water he was holding was still dripping. It seemed that he was undoubtedly the guy who poured the water on me.
Oi, Satomi. 他の同級生はみんな働いているというのに、てめえは何を考えているんだ。ふざけてここで寝ているとは何事だ。恥ずかしくないのか。
Hey, Satomi, what's the matter with you? While other classmates are working, you're just sleeping here like a log? I'm feeling ashamed for our country because of you.
それでも日本男児か。今日はとことんしごき直してやる。覚悟しろ。
Is this how you dare to call yourself a true Japanese man? Today I will make sure to engrave a lasting lesson into your memory. Have you adequately prepared yourself? The man suddenly acted without any warning and raised his fist, preparing to strike me.
待ってください、坂口先輩。
Wait a minute, Sakaguchi-senpai? At this moment, a short-haired girl appeared along my side.
さとみくんがここで休んでいること、先生は知っていますので。
Teacher knows about the fact that Satomi-kun is resting here, so... Did Inoue allow it?
はい。
Yes.
今日は勘弁してやる。でも井上の許可があるからといって、俺が許すとは限らないからな。次からはちゃんと俺にも聞きに来い。
Got it. But don't think for a second that Inoue's approval exempts you from mine. Next time, you better damn well report to me too. Understood? Why? I think I understood because, like, there's no reason to argue with this guy right now.
わかりました。
Got it. Although I'm not quite sure why, it seems that the person named Sakaguchi is my superior. Well, there's plenty of reasons to say why. Maybe I should follow his order here.
チッ女に助けてもらってるもやしがよ。恥を知れ。
A weakling like you needs a woman to speak up for you. Shame of you. Did he hit his head on the way back? The man left grumbling.
危なかったです。先輩怒ると怖いですから。
Phew. It could be worse. When Sakaguchi gets angry, it can be really terrifying. I carefully observe the girl in front of me. She's wrapped in a bandage and has a slightly melancholic expression on her face. She's wearing a slightly worn-out school uniform, so she may be a student.
ちょっと聞きたいのですが。
Excuse me. I tentatively ask her.
また私のこと忘れちゃいました？浦島ですよ。浦島瑠璃子。
You've forgotten who I am again? I'm Urashima. Urashima Rurika. Well, yeah, for some reason we have an amnesia. Who knows for how long and how often does it happen, but clearly it happened more than twice, judging by her reaction here.
すみません。本当に覚えていなくて。
I'm sorry, but I really can't remember.
前に畑で転んだ時から本当忘れん坊さんになっちゃったみたいですね。
It seems like you've been forgetful ever since you fell in the field last time.
如月先生が記憶障害って言ってたんです。治るには時間がかかるって。
Fell from where? Mr. Kisaragi said that you have amnesia and need time to recover. At that moment, I felt like something was stuck in my throat and my tongue was unusually dry. It seemed like she picked up on my knees.
そうだ。まだ喉が渇いているでしょ。
By the way, you're still very thirsty, aren't you?
はい、少し。
Yes, my throat.
やっぱりあなたが労働実習の時に急に倒れてしまってみんなが脱水症状だって言ってました。なんとか飲める水を見つけてきたんですけど、坂口先輩に。
You suddenly fainted during the farming courses, so everyone said you have dehydration. I finally found some water for you to drink, but it was taken by Sakaguchi-senpai. Oh, he's damn Sakaguchi! Well, so that water was meant for me to drink.
でもそろそろ集合時間だし、私たちもクラスのみんなと合流しましょうか。校舎に戻れば水も飲めるから、それまでは我慢してくださいね。
It's almost time for the gathering. Let's go back and meet our classmates. We can have water to drink once we get back to the school. Until then, let's endure it for a while. She said it calmly, which made me feel relieved.
はい。
I see. I followed her and together we pushed open the cold iron gate and walked out. So the world looks sort of post-apocalyptic, so I kind of know the answer why, because I've played this game a little bit. I don't want to reveal it just yet, but by judging by all the details that you're probably noticing right now, and I noticed before myself, at the first glance, it looked like, well, obviously some kind of a big disaster. Who knows how big is it? Is it the country? Is it the whole planet? Is this just this small town? How long ago did it happen? Who knows? But it looks like some either war or the climate disaster. Maybe an earthquake, judging by the collapse of the buildings around us. What place this is? Because, by the way, the music here is also great. It's the part of the game that I really love. It adds a lot of atmosphere. The scene before me makes me involuntarily gasp in. cold air. Here it seems to be an abandoned and desolated station, with endless wastelands stretching to the horizon. In the mist, one can vaguely see towering mountains standing in the distance. The uninhabited buildings are collapsed and ruined, with plants stumbling growing on the ruins covering the traces of human existence. I hurriedly followed to catch up with Urashima's figure before it disappeared into the fog.
霧が出てますね。昼間はまだ晴れてたんですけど、明日は雨かも。
Why is it foggy now? There was clearly sunshine at noon. It might rain tomorrow. I noticed her expression was indifferent, as if she was already accustomed to all of this.
あれ？
She noticed my
どう
abnormality.
したんですか？
What's wrong?
ここは
Where is this place?
ここは？
Where is this place? She repeated my words verbatim. It seems she didn't understand my question.
なぜここはこんな感じなのですか？
Why? Is it like this?
もともとこんな感じですよ。
Wasn't it supposed to be like this?
ここは私たちのクラスの仮休憩所なの。建物が崩れるかもしれないからここになりました。
This right here is our class makeshift resting place. We decided on this spot since the buildings might collapse. I turned around and looked behind me where an abandoned train carriage sat. Its surface covered in rusty and corroded marks.
行きましょう。こんな陰鬱な霧の日だと夜は危険だし、野獣もいるかもです。
Let's go! This foggy weather is so gloomy. It must be very dangerous at night, and there may even be wild animals around. She waved her hand, gesturing me to move forward. I had no choice but to obediently follow behind her. And we followed her like this into the deeper part of the city, I guess. We followed the railroad tracks and arrived at a desolated town. The walls of many houses had collapsed, and remains of buildings were scattered through the entire street. A thick fog hung in the air, shrouding the entire town in a veil of gloom.
足元に気をつけてください。またつまずいたりしないでくださいね。
Watch your step! Don't trip again. So we tripped in a field and fell, I guess, maybe on a rock. And we had an amnesia sense, but it's not our first amnesia. So was it the reason of the series of amnesias that we're for some reason getting from time to time? Maybe randomly, maybe not. That's a big question so far. Urashima turned her head and
ク
reminded.
ラスのみんなはこの町にいるんですか？
Are there other classmates in this town?
違いますよ。ここはかつての連海町です。ずっと前に空襲を受けてからもう誰も住んでいないんです。
No, this place used to be Renkai town. It underwent a dreadful air raid a long time ago, and no one lives here anymore. So here we see the first explanation what is going on with this world, an air raid, right? So probably war. Now the question is how big this war is, with which country, or maybe it was a civil war, or maybe something else, maybe war with some mystical creatures. Who knows? Because I barely know anything about this game, besides the fact that there's some mystical element to this. I guess I don't know, and it's most excited because when you're deep into the story and you don't even know what to expect, even the direction. I guess that's always the best way to experience it when the author leads you, holding you by the hand just like this girl literally is, by the way, revealing more and more into its own face as it needs to be revealed for your own good. No wonder there is no trace of human existence here, only the sound of my footsteps and though of Urashima echoed through this Only the sound of my footsteps on the door of Hiroshima echoed through this empty street.
この道を抜けて連海国立公園に行くんですよ。クラスのみんなはそこで雑草や石を掃除して春に種まきをする準備をしてます。
We got across the street to reach the Rinkai National Park. All our classmates from the class are over there, picking weeds and rocks, getting ready for spring planting.
去年は収穫が少なくってみんな気が張ってるんです。
Last year's harvest was poor. This year, everyone is mentally extremely tense. So we're really in a bad situation to the point that we have to harvest food, provision to survive, I guess, if they have the hunger problem. And the biggest question is, did the war ended? And probably a long time ago, that it took out all the resources from the humanity, or maybe at least the country, or it's still going on, and that's why we have such a big resources shortage.
そうだったんですか。
I see.
具合が悪そうですね。大丈夫ですか？
You don't seem to be in a good state. Did you not rest well earlier?
大丈夫です。ただちょっと気分が優れないだけです。
It's okay. I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable.
どうして？
Why?
あ、なんてことないです。ただこの街がどうしてこんな状態なのか考えていたんです。
It's nothing. I was just wondering why the town looks like this.
連海町はもともとこの状態だったんです。私たちが生まれるずっと前から連海町はこうなっていたみたいなの。
This is how Rinkai Town has always been. Even before we were born, Rinkai Town looked like this. So, it happened a long time ago. So either it's a really long ass war, or it really was big, devastating, though it happened many years ago. Country is still in a really bad shape like this, that it's not able to rebuild itself and have a problem with the food supplies, especially for kids.
僕は以前よく廃墟になる前のこの街を見ていたような気がするんです。
I have a strange feeling that I've seen this place before it turned into ruins. Well, for this, I don't have any ideas why he thinks like this. Time travel doesn't seem like, because clearly they all know him, and that's one good question.
さっきそういう夢を見てたからとかでしょうか？
Did you see the original appearance of Inkai Town in your dream? That could be an explanation.
はい、そうなのかもしれません。
Maybe.
腕怪我してるんですか？
Is your arm injured?
はい、そうです。
Yes. Hiroshima gripped a bandage on her arm, a hint of exhaustion flickering across her pale face.
大丈夫ですよ。軽い怪我だから心配しないでください。
Don't worry, it's just a minor injury.
この季節は女子も畑で働かなきゃいけませんから、早く回復しないと。
In this season, us girls need to work in the fields too. I better recover soon. We passed by a stretch of river. Maybe I can grab some water to drink. Bad idea, really bad idea. I think it's especially in the condition of the place. The river meanders through the ruins, and its surface is devoid of any flowing ripples. The entire expanse of the water looks as smooth as the mirror. Probably the still water, which is really bad for you to drink. The air around the river was permeated with the strong stench of decay, suggesting stagnant water. As I was walking along the road, my foot accidentally hit a stone by the roadside, sending it tumbling into the river. Ripples began to spread across the water's surface.
危ないから気をつけてくださいね。川から離れた方がいいかも。
Be careful, keep some distance from the river.
あ、はい。
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I keep pushing this button. Perhaps, sensing that I have been staring at the river, Urashima remarked to me.
はい。飲めなそうですね。
I won't drink. The color of the river water displayed an eerie gray-brown hue, reminiscent of a symbol of
この
lifelessness.
近くにかつて兵器工場があったようです。汚染した廃液が川に直接流れていたみたいで。
It is said that there used to be a military factory nearby, and after it was abandoned, pollutants were directly discharged into the river. Is that so?
ええ、だから水資源はとても貴重なんです。飲み水は沸騰させた雨水しかないんです。それで汚染された水を飲んで中毒になる生徒がよく。
Water resources are very precious. Normally we can only drink boiled rainwater. And even so, it's not uncommon for some of our classmates to get poisoned from drinking contaminated water.
この近くには病院はないし、医師もいないから中毒すれば死を待つだけです。
There is no hospital or professional doctor nearby, so being poisoned means certain death. We must be very careful. It's so stupid of the military to just abandon all of the wastes and straight into the river, but I guess they just didn't care at the time.
わかりました。
I see. Yeah, it's a really disturbing place. It is. The graffitis intertwined and formed a star-shaped pattern, as if it was some kind of emblem. I cast my gaze towards the inner wall, and there stood a dilapidated structure.
これは何のマークですか？
What's that symbol for?
これは
Oh. Well, Urashima hesitated to speak further.
よくわからないです。多分ただの落書きかと。
I'm also not quite sure. Maybe just be some scribbles.
そうですか。
I see.
とにかくあの建物にあまり近づかない方がいいですよ。
Anyways, don't get too close to those buildings. Well, there's definitely more than just
崩
that.
れるからですか？
Because there might be collapse?
それもありますが、時々あまり良くない人たちが現れます。
Well, occasionally, there are also some less desirable individuals lurking around.
それは
You
強
mean...
盗、武装集団、反乱軍、狂信者とか落書きを何かの合図として使ってたりするようです。
bandits, robbers, armed rebels, fanatical religious extremists, and they sometimes use graffiti as signals. She gazed into the
連
distance.
海町の近くに駐屯地があるって聞いたことがあります。だからある程度の保護は期待できるかもしれないですけれどね。
I've heard that there are stationed troops not far from Unkari, which should provide some degree of protection.
とにかくこの建物にあまり近づかない方がいいですよ。こんなところ誰も興味を持たないでしょうし。
Anyways, there is nothing of value here, so there shouldn't be too many people watching this place. I'm feeling a bit uneasy
早く行
inside.
きましょう。
Okay, let's go.
そうですね。
Mm-hmm. And so we go now out of town, I guess. We made our way through a cluster of buildings, and our vision gradually expanded.
連海公園はまだですか？
Have we not arrived in Kai Park yet?
ちょっと疲れちゃいましたか？もう目的地に着きましたよ。ほら、あっちを見てください。
Are you feeling a little tired? We have already arrived at our destination. Look over there. Okay, so that's the park, and that's really big, and it looks more beautiful, as you can see, just a farm where lots of people working probably. I gazed in the direction she was pointing. Before me lay a desolated field. The sky was overcast and thick fog hung about the area. Some fellow youth who appeared to be my age were bending low to work the land.
おい重幸、そしてルリコ、探していたんだぞ。
Hey, Shigeki and Urika, I was just thinking of looking for you two. A masculine figure with short hair approached us. His gaze was gentle, leaving us with a feeling of warmth and reliability. So, that is one of our friends, I guess, just judging by the looks. It seemed like he was very familiar with me, but I couldn't remember who he was. I looked at Ruriko with
この
confusion.
人は須永圭一くんです。里美くんと同じ寮に住んでる人ですよ。
This is Tsunaga Kiichi. You two share the same dorm room. Oh, so he's our roommate. That's even better.
ああそうかまたあれか
Ah, I see. Is it that again?
はい。
わかった任せてくれ
Got it. I'll take care of him.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, thank you a lot.
そういえば坂口が君たちの方に向かっていったのを見たんだけど
By the
大
way,
丈夫だったのか
I saw Sakaguchi coming your way. Did he cause any problems for you?
いいえ。
No, he did.
そうか
Kind of.
やっぱり君がいるからな
Yeah, after all, you're over there. The expression of Ruriko's face became complex.
私は女子たちの方に行きますね。
I'll go to the girls' gathering point first.
了解そろそろ帰る時間だな
Okay, we're about to disband now.
それでは、また
See you later. Ruriko departed towards the direction where the girls were gathering.
はあまた秘密の休憩地が坂口に見つかっちゃったよ新しい場所を探さないとな
Sakaguchi found our new secret hideout again. We'll have to find a new place to chill. So, okay, we were just chilling there, it seems like. And with the approval of our friends, but goddamn Sakaguchi, who's I hate a lot already. I mean, okay, so right now we sort of can understand his behavior because it's a hard time, right? I'm not saying that you need an iron fist, but you have to have someone who's observing that everybody's following the rules. But yet again, if the main character was injured by any way, he didn't deserve this kind of a behavior towards him. I mean, the guy fell, hit his head. What else can you do about him? Like, give him some help, I guess. If he clearly cannot walk, what else can you do about him? Is it because of me?
ああ違うよ
Ah, no, it's not because of you. Don't worry
ク
about
ラ
it.
スのみんなも息抜きの場所が必要だろみんな人間だしな近頃上のカス高速もますます厳しくなってきてるしな
Our classmates should also have a place to take a breather. Everyone is not a machine, and the rules from the higher ups have been getting stricter recently.
ところで坂口って誰ですか
Who is that Sakaguchi person?
ああそうだった忘れちゃったのか生徒会の監督委員だよ俺たちを監督する役目の
Ah, you forgot again, didn't you? He's student council enforcer, part of the discipline committee, in charge of keeping an eye on us.
サボっているのがバレたら殴られるんだぞまああんたはよく殴られていたな
If he catches us goofing off, he'll definitely give us a good thrashing, you know? You've also been on the recovering end of his beating quite a few times.
記憶障害って
About my amnesia.
ああ大丈夫だよじっくり回復を待つといいみん
Ah,
なも助けてくれるからな
it's okay. Take your time to recover. We'll all help you. As I met his eyes, filled with a pity that cut me deep, I couldn't help but feel the weight of the world pressing down on me. As I watched my classmates busily working in the fields, it struck me that I'm a thin and a weak individual. I might be considered an oddity. That man, Sakaguchi, had even called me weakling. I couldn't help but wonder what my other classmates thought of me. This sentiment spread in my heart, caused me great discomfort.
そういえば今日の進展は良かったぞこっちの雑草は全部取り除けたし今年こそ作物を植えられるスペースを広げてみんながお腹を満たせるようにしたいと思っているんだ
Well, you know. Wait, what? You call? Okay, that's okay. A little bit of a spelling problem here. Today's progress is pretty good. We've managed to weed out all the grass around here. We're aiming to expand our cultivation area this year, so nobody will have to go hungry. That would be great. Did he see through my thoughts? he started changing the topic.
明日は雨が降るかもな。毎日働いているとだんだん辛くなってくる。まったくこんな世の中いつになったら楽になるのか。
Looks like we are in for some rain tomorrow. After days of grueling work, everyone's hanging on by a thread. It's moments like this that make you wonder when we'll ever catch a break. At this moment, he turned his head to gaze at the electric pole standing by the edge of the field.
ん？変だな。
That's strange.
どうしたんですか？
What's wrong?
さっきスピーカーが鳴ったよな。
Did you hear the sound? Damn, this is a little bit scary. That's really scary, actually. Urgent announcement. We are now broadcasting an urgent announcement.
え？緊急アナウンス？
Urgent announcement. The students around me, who were busy stooping and working, also became uneasy. They stopped what they were doing and looked up at the speaker. Oh, another guy. Also a friend, I guess? Could it be that your friend got found out by the higher-ups? I look at his face. He's really worried about it. What kind of prank, I'm wondering? A male student with one eye partly covered by his hair walked over slowly.
おい、外でそんなことを言うなよ。
Hey, can you just keep your mouth shut? What kind of prank?
さとみ、帰ってきたのか。
Oh, Satomi, you're back.
はい。
Yeah.
また記憶喪失になっちゃったみたいなんだ。
Satomi's amnesia has occurred.
ああ、そうか。僕は小林だよ。小林森。クラスの生活委員だ。
Ah, I see. I'm Kobayashi. Kobayashi Mori, the class representative for daily life. It's so nice of him to be so chill about it. He just like, okay, you have amnesia again? Sure, no problem. Hey, my name is Kobayashi, I'm your friend. They look like such wonderful, nice people. it's really great. This is an urgent announcement from Renkai Academy. To all students currently in the midst of their farming course, please evacuate immediately and make your way back to Renkai Academy.
緊急事態
Emergency situation?
ここは何も問題ないぞ。
Everything seems normal
校舎
around
の方で
here.
何かあったの
Is
か？
there something happening at school?
まあ、とりあえず言われた通りにすればいいんだろ。
Well, just follow the usual routine and everything will be fine. Why bother thinking too much about it? Yeah, it does really... It does sound super scary, especially given the state of the world. Right now, it is the war we are merging an attack, or what the hell is going on? Hey, have all the guys here caught up yet?
おい、
Oh my god, oh, this guy again.
3組は揃ってるか？
Hey, Kobayashi, is everyone from class 3 here yet?
は、全員揃ってます。坂口先輩。
Yeah, we're all present and accounted for. Sakaguchi-senpai?
じゃあついてこい。あぐれるなよ。俺は女子の方も見てくる。
Make sure they don't fall behind. I'll go check the situation of
はい、
girls.
お疲れ様です。
Yeah, thank you for your hard work.
ごますり野郎。坂口のご機嫌取りばっかり。
A psycho fan who knows nothing but kissing up to Sakaguchi.
誰のことですか？
小林だよ。他に誰がいるんだってんだ。あいつみたいに坂口に媚び売るのって。
It's that guy Kobayashi. Who else? Don't you think it's disgusting the way he kissed Sakaguchi's ass? It's so sad because Kobayashi seems like a really nice guy. He clearly kind towards us, so I wouldn't wanna say anything bad about him. But he really kissed his ass! It looks like. I mean, I can understand why. I can understand his motives, especially that he has he's in charge of what students he's a student's life representatives or something like this. But still, man, kissing asses is really bad. I don't think so. Indeed, I don't like. I think that indeed it is. but I don't wanna. He's so nice towards me. I don't wanna say bad things about him, but yet again, to deny it, well, I'll try to go with indeed because
他の人に
he
対して
has to
の
know the
態
truth.
度が違うようですね。
Indeed, you can tell that Kobayashi threats Sakaguchi differently than others. That's true.
だろ小林はね、痩せっぽっちだからさ。前は他のやつにいじめられてたんだ。
Right? Kobayashi, because he's thin and weak, was always bullied by other students before.
だから坂口みたいな強者の傘に入りたいんだろうな。まあわかるけどさ。でも俺はあまり好きじゃないな。だってあいつ、今度は自分が弱い者いじめをしてる。結構な数の生徒があいつにやられて苦しんでるよ。
So he wanted someone like Sakaguchi at his backer, which I can understand, but I just don't like that guy Sakaguchi. He's a bully and most students are miserable because of him. Well, I can see that. Oh.
おい、て
Oh,
め
wait.
え
Oh, no. Oh, no. That was uncalled for. Sakaguchi had returned to his place without anyone knowing and, without a word, he swung his fist and struck Sanaga's face. Pretty stinky bastard. Tsunaga lost his balance and fell to the ground. Sakaguchi glared at the fallen Sanaga with eyes filled with disdain.
てめえ男のくせに何こそこそと陰口言ってんだ
Is talking behind someone's back like a man does? Who's freaking care? Is it normal to beat up other students, you freak? Sakaguchi's word cast a heavy silence upon the surrounding air. His gaze swept over the other students who are bowed their heads, afraid to speak.
須永君
Tsunaga-kun!
大丈夫。
I like how he just emerged from the ground. It's okay. I'm fine. Tsunaga stood up and gestured with his hand for me not to speak.
学校の校則にも裏で人を評価することは禁止されてないし、それに坂口先輩、監察委員は生徒の投票で決まるんですよね。監察委員として自分が生徒からどう思われてるか気にしなくちゃいけないんじゃないですか。
There's no. By the way, he's right. There's no mention in the school regulations about not allowing behind the back evaluations. The election of the discipline committee is also determined by the students. As the member of this year's committee, shouldn't you be paying close attention to how you are being evaluated by other students?
校則だとてめえにそんなこと言う資格があるのか
School regulations. Do you even have the right to utter those words? Oh my goodness, he thinks so big of himself just because of his title. He's not gonna last in this world for long.
てめえが何をしたか俺は全部知ってるからな覚悟しとけよちょっとやそっとじゃ済まねえぞ
I am well aware of what you have done. Prepare yourself, as those matters cannot be resolved with just a punch. What matter? That prank they did, or that matter? What should I ask? Keep silent? Or what is Sakaguchi's referring to? Well, yeah, I'm curious.
坂口先輩が言ってたのは何のことですか
If he's in eavesdropping again.
寮に帰ったら話すよ。
Let's discuss it when we get back to the dormitory. And so we go back to the school. I followed the rest of my classmates and walked for about half an hour in the dense and mysterious forest. We came across the sign that said hiking trail and turned up the mountain from there. As we continued along the hiking path, my body gradually grew tired and my pace slowed down. Yeah, it's a long way to go, especially that we dehydrated and didn't even have any water for a long period of time, it seems like. You look tired. Everything alright?
学校まであとどのくらいでしょうか？
How far is the school from here?
あそこにある要塞が見えるか？あの近くにあるんだ。
Have you seen that fortress over there? The school is built nearby. It is a piece of an old, like, well, fortress? Castle? Like stuff? I followed his gaze and looked over.
あそこには昔軍隊が駐屯していたらしいけど、今はもう
Ah, okay, so it is said that the military unit was once stationed there, but now it has been abandoned. I stood there in silence, listening to his words while my eyes fixated on the towering structure in the distance. For some reason, a feeling of unease washed over me, as if I were being weighed down by something I couldn't quite grasp.
学校はあの要塞に入るのを禁止してるからな。見つかったら記憶障害だとしても許されないぞ。
The school strictly forbids students from entering that fortress. If they catch you, simply saying I lost my memory won't be enough to get off the hook. I probably won't go there. I gathered my spirits and caught up with the group, walking along the mountain path for another half an hour, until we finally arrived at the spacious clearing on the mountainside. So it's at least 1 hour long journey from the workplace to the school. It's quite a lot, especially given that they're really tired, their condition. A heavy, stiffened atmosphere hung in the air. I stopped, wiping away sweat from my brow, trying to the best to extinguish the anxiety within me. It looks like there's some sort of unease inside us that keeps on worrying, but the reasons are unexplained so far. The mist gradually disappeared, revealing an aged wooden school building before our eyes. I stared blankly at the wooden school building in front of me, desperately searching for its memories in my mind.
連海学園、もう10年近く暮らしてる場所だよ。ここも忘れちゃったのか？
Renkai Academy. This is the place where we spent nearly 10 years. You haven't blanked on that, right? I shook my head
ある
silently.
のは本当にかすかな印象だけです。
Only very vague impressions. No, I still can't remember.
ほとんどの生徒は小学校からここに強制的に入れられて家族と離れ離れになったんだ。
Most students have been forced to be placed in this school since elementary, separated from their families.
どうしてそんなことに？
That's cruel.
大人たちはみんな前線に行かなきゃいけないからさ。俺たちも卒業したらここを出て前線に行くんだ。
Because all the adults have to go to the front lines, and after we graduate, we will also leave here to go to the front lines. So war is still going on. It's ought to be some really big deal.
前線。
The front
僕たち
lines.
は誰かと戦ってるんですか？
Who are we fighting against?
聞くところによるといろんな国と同時に戦争してるらしい。今の情勢はわからないよ。俺ら後方に情報はあまり伝わってこないからな。
It is said that we are simultaneously at war with many countries. I'm also not very clear about the current situation. The information from the rear is always lacking, so it does sound like World War III. Well, at least it's only a world war. How big is that? But it's gotta be really bad, given the condition of the country and the amount of time that it's taken. I looked at students around me, walking towards the school direction with blank expression. They were some puppets.
みんな毎日こんなに長い山道を歩いて労働に行くんですか？
Do you have to walk this long mountain road every day to work?
うん。山では作物が育たないからな。まあ慣れたけど。
Can't grow crops up in the mountains, but we have long gotten used to this.
学校に戻った各クラスの生徒は休憩した後に整然と行動に集合してください。各クラスの委員長は会議室に集まってください。
All students from each class please return to the school and gather in the auditorium after the break. Class monitors, please gather in a conference room. Upon hearing the school announcement, everyone walked straight through the school gate. The interior of the school appeared somewhat antiquated, yet meticulously designed, exuding a sense of bygone era. So, one of those really old classic rural Japanese schools, I guess, that we often can see in some anime. Students enter the school gate one after another, their faces tingle with unease. A short-haired girl in school uniform hurriedly passed by us, but upon noticing us, she stopped in her tracks. So that's another new character.
あやめさん
Ayame. Okay, hello, Ayame.
体調はどう？
Satami, how you feeling?
委員長に報告しといたぞ。里美がまた記憶をなくしたようだって。
Satami has lost his memories again.
そうね。ご苦労様。
It's so. Looks like it will be troubling you again to take care of him.
いえいえ。
But he just said, okay, that's it. Yeah, like, but okay, the translator for some reason decided to add, it's so kind of you to say so, but it's my pleasure. Oh, but I guess it's, well, maybe I guess it is what it means, like, yeah, like, yeah, this, okay.
私は宇津木あやめ。3組の委員長よ。改めて言うの、ちょっと変な感じだけど、よろしくね。
I'm Yutsuki Ayumi, the class monitor. Although it may sound strange to say so, nice to meet you.
はい。よろしくお願いします。
Nice to meet you.
さて、私は会議室に向かうから、お先に。
The class monitors are going to the conference room for a meeting now, so I'll excuse myself.
そうだ。何があった
Yeah,
んだ
what happened?
むしろ私も知りたいくらいよ。
I must say, I'm also very curious to know what happened.
夜に全校集会なんて、今までなかったじゃない？
It seemed that we have never held a school-wide meeting in an evening before, from what I can recall.
そう言われると確かに。
Now that you mention it, so it must be really something serious. It's really
つ
troubling.
まり、それだけ緊急性があるってこと。
In other words, there is a necessity for such an urgent gathering.
もしかして敵襲か
Could it be an enemy attack? Well, it sounds like it could be.
今は、とにかく、
Who knows? Anyway,
2人は先に行動に集合しておくように。
you all should gather in the auditorium first.
了解した。
Understood? After saying that, Utsuki hurriedly left.
ところで本当にあんたのことを気にかけてるんだな委員長は。
But the class monitor really cares about you.
そうなんでしょうか。
Is that so?
そうだよ。だってあんたの体調だけを聞いてくれたんだ。
Indeed, with so many students, she only inquired about your well-being.
もしかしてあんたに惚れてるんじゃないか
Could it be that she has taken a liking to you?
まさか。それに僕は彼女のことを全然覚えてなくって。
How could it be? But I don't even remember anything about her.
冗談さ冗談。
Just kidding, just kidding. What should I say to Sonaga? Ayame looks like a nice person. Oh, let's go to the audit. Well, she does looks like a nice person, so hey,
委員
who
長
knows?
確かにいい人そうですね。
After speaking, I felt a bit embarrassed, so I could only lower my head and glance at Sunaga's reaction from the corner of my eye. He looks surprised for some reason.
やっぱりそう思うだろう。
Maybe he was just
穏や
what
かで
teasing
物事を
us.
論理的に考えられる人だぞ。
So you think the same way, huh? She has a calm personality and a logical way of thinking.
でも彼女は数年前に別の拠点から転校してきたからまだ付き合いが浅いんだ。個人的にはあまり信用できてない。
However, she transferred from another stronghold a few times ago. Since we haven't had much time to bond, I gotta admit, it's hard for me to truly trust her.
別の拠点とは
Another stronghold?
ああ、知らなかった。僕たちみたいな後方も敵の爆撃の標的になる可能性があるんだ。
Ah, you didn't know? Even rare areas like ours can become targets for enemy bombings. It's really goddamn scary.
でも連海学園は隠れた場所に建てられてるから安全性は保証されてるよ。だから
But
な
Rinkai Academy is built so discreetly, so there is a guarantee of safety. Today's emergency meeting. Does it have something to do with the enemy bombings?
早めに行動に行きませんか？
Didn't they say they have to go to the auditorium?
そうだな。行こうか。
You said it. Let's go. So, probably gonna stop in this moment, and yeah, that's it. That's the introduction to the game. What do you think about it? Because for me, it sounds really interesting, but so far nothing mystical. It's just that we know this war going on, probably World War. We're students in a school right now. We're trying to survive. We're trying to work. Nothing unusual now, except this really chilling sudden emergency. What happened? Is it something that happened within the school boundaries or outside of it? Is it indeed an enemy's bombing, and what's gonna happen next? I guess we'll see the next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next day. Hopefully you have a great time.